Top 10 Fastest American Cars Ever Produced. The United States is home to some of the fastest cars in the world, and here's a comprehensive list of the fastest American cars ever produced. While most people might automatically assume some of the fastest cars ever made are from Europe or Japan, that simply isn't the case because you've got some pretty serious speed machines conceived right here in America. This list is composed of cars from both mainstream automakers and boutique manufacturers who produce just a handful of super exotics per year. 10. Ford GT Top Speed, 216 miles per hour. The Ford GT is one of the most iconic model names in automotive history. The OG GT40S, of course, became world famous for giving Ferrari a run for its money at Le Mans back in the mid to late 60s. Now, nearly 6 decades on, the GT name lives on. While the first-gen GT hit the road back in the mid-2000s and features a V8, the current model for the first time features a V6. Not just any V6, but a twin-turbocharged 3.5-liter V6 that produces 647 horsepower. The top speed is rated at 216 miles per hour with all that power channeled to the rear wheels. Back in 2016, Ford Performance along with Chip Ganassi Racing took the GT-LM GT Pro back to Le Mans and managed to secure an emotional victory celebrating 50 years of Ford's first ever win in the 24-hour endurance race. Coming back to the road-going car, production began in 2016 and around 1,350 units have been planned in total. 9. Chevrolet Camaro Exorcist Top Speed, 217 miles per hour. The 6th-generation Chevrolet Camaro is a capable package in any form. Thanks to the GM Alpha platform, the Camaro, more or less, became a sports car rather than a pony/muscle car, allowing it to match the European and Japanese offerings in the segment, not just in straight-line performance, but also put down comparable lap times around a technical circuit. The Camaro ZL1 is the ultimate expression of that, as it was meant to be a road-legal track weapon. While the standard ZL1 could do 200 miles per hour, Chevrolet wanted an answer to the Dodge Demon. They gave the ZL1 to Hennessy Performance and the Camaro Exorcist was born. While chassis enhancements were made, the tuner's main focus was to breathe fire into the supercharged V8, resulting in 1,000 horsepower and a serious appetite for rear tires. In 2018, Hennessy Performance did a top speed run, with a verified result of 217 miles per hour. 8. SCG003's top speed, 230 miles per hour. The SCG003, codenamed P33, is a limited-run supercar that was first announced by the boutique automaker back in 2013. Designed by Paulo Garella, the production version of the road-going racer first broke cover at the 2015 Geneva Motor Show. The firm chose to produce 3 variants: the Competizione Straydale, and the Straydale. The firm had previously developed and raced cars at places like Le Mans and the Nürburgring. The Straydale was essentially the road-going version and was by far the most forgiving of the 3 variants. However, that wasn't to say that it was forgiving in any way. Its BMW-sourced 4.4-liter twin-turbo S63 V8 put north of 800 horsepower, enough to take the 2,866 pounds SCG003 to some serious speeds. How fast? Well, over 230 miles per hour. 7. Vector W8 Top Speed, 242 miles per hour, claimed. Many of the cars featured on this list are from boutique manufacturers who only produce models in seriously strict numbers, but perhaps the most unique, and relatively obscure, model of them all is the Vector W8. Vector was founded in 1971 in California, and its W8 prototype gained plenty of attention for its first model, the W2, in the 1970s. In 1989, the company debuted the W8, powered by a massive 6.0-liter, twin-turbo V8 that cranked out 625 horsepower at a time in which the Ferrari F40 was still boggling the minds of automotive enthusiasts with 471 horsepower, and the McLaren F1 was still years away from rolling off assembly lines. Vector claimed that by upping boost pressure, the W8 could actually achieve 1,200 horsepower, and thus it could max out at 242 miles per hour and could run from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.9 seconds. However, part of the reason the W8 is often forgotten is these figures were never confirmed independently, and Vector and its supercar proved to be an automotive flop with just 17 examples sold. 6. Selen S7 Top Speed, 248 miles per hour, Est. The Selen S7 was America's answer to the McLaren F1. It came to fruition around the turn of the century. The firm based out of California is, of course, most well known for being a tuner of Ford Mustangs, but in the early 2000s, it decided to build its mid-engine supercar to take on all those high-speed exotics from Europe and Japan. The S7 with its aggressive styling and mid-engine layout, was essentially a race car for the road. It was developed by Steve Saleen, Phil Frank, and Ray Malek Limited. The body was made completely out of carbon fiber and the S7 weighed just 2,865 pounds. The car featured a modified 7.0-liter Ford the 5th engine that put out 550 horsepower. If that wasn't enough, Saleen turned up the heat with a twin-turbo version in 2005 that made 750 horsepower. The S7 is rated at an estimated top speed of 218 miles per hour. The supercar was made in a limited number with just 100 examples in existence. This includes cars that were primarily designed for the racetrack. 5. Chinger 21C V-Max Top Speed, 253 miles per hour, claimed. Made by California-based Chinger, the 21C V-Max holds the claimed distinction of being the first human/AI designed and 3D printed hypercar, and its wild, sleek looks fit that distinction. But perhaps even more impressive, the 21C V-Max's low-drag shape, which forgoes much of the downforce-creating elements of the standard 21C to achieve its top speed, and the powerful hybrid V8, allows it to reach an incredible, manufacturer-claimed top speed of 253 miles per hour. Its hybrid powertrain is highlighted by a 2.88-liter, twin-turbo V8 with a hybrid system to max out at 1,350 horsepower. The standard model only puts out 1,250 ponies. With a weight of just over 2,700 pounds, the single-seat hypercar produces incredible figures on top of its top speed. It will zip from 0 to 63 miles per hour in just 1.9 seconds, putting it on par with the fastest EV hypercars in the world, and Chinger claims it will charge from 0 to 248 miles per hour and back to a stop in just 27.1 seconds. 4. SSC Ultimate Arrow Top Speed, 257.41 miles per hour. Turning it back to SSC once again, the third car on the list is the predecessor to the Tuatara, the SSC Aero, more specifically the Ultimate Arrow. The Aero had a production run that was the better part of a decade from 2004 to 2013, and the Ultimate Arrow was the car that went for the speed run. The hypercar made its international debut back in 2006. At the heart of the Ultimate Arrow TT lies a 6.4-liter twin-turbo SSC V8 engine that delivers 1,287 horsepower. The Ultimate version had trick aero over the standard model, including carbon fiber louvers on the side intakes, and an active rear spoiler, which was quite advanced for its time. 3. Hennessy Venom GT Top Speed, 270.49 miles per hour. The Venom GT, just like the Tuatara, was also designed to be the fastest production car in the world, designed to take on the mighty Bugatti Veyron. The Venom GT is the brainchild of John Hennessy of Hennessy Performance Engineering based in Saleen, Texas. The tuner is renowned for turning up the heat performance on a range of vehicles, with everything ranging from trucks and SUVs to sports cars. But, about a decade ago, it decided to have a go at the world record for the fastest production car. The Texan tuner created a stir when it showcased a Lotus Elise-based supercar at the 2012 Goodwood Festival of Speed. 2. SSC Tuatara top speed, 295 miles per hour. A successor to the Ultimate Arrow, the Tuatara first debuted as a concept car at the 2011 Concours d'Elegance in Pebble Beach. It was conceived with one purpose: to reclaim the title of the fastest car in the world from the Bugatti Veyron. Remember, this was 2011, and the Chiron didn't exist yet. The supercar was in development for the better part of a decade, and the production model finally hit the road in 2018. Its V8 engine was developed by Tom Nelson of Nelson Racing Engines. The 5.9-liter twin-turbo V8 features a flat-plane crank and puts out a whopping 1,750 horsepower on 91-octane gas. That is enough poke to propel the 2,749 pounds, rear-wheel drive Tuatara to insane speeds. The car also features an all-carbon construction. SSC attempted a speed run where the Tuatara hit the 295 miles per hour top speed at Johnny Bomer Proving Grounds. 1. Hennessy Venom F5 top speed, 311 miles per hour, est. The Hennessy Venom F5 is the successor to the legendary Venom GT. While that car was built on the underpinnings of a Lotus Elise, the Venom F5 was developed in collaboration with Delta Motorsports of Silverstone, England. Initial mock-ups of the car were first shown at the SEMA show in November 2017. The mid-engine supercar features a 6.6-liter twin-turbo V8 with a bespoke iron block that produces 1,817 horsepower. Power is sent to the rear wheels. With a body made of complete carbon fiber construction, the Venom weighs 2,950 pounds. It features active Aero, which is a first for Hennessy. Now, with those kinds of numbers, Hennessy is looking to join the 300 miles per hour club. The Texas-based tuner claims a top speed of 311 miles per hour, although for now, it hasn't gone beyond 271.6 miles per hour. As with its predecessor, the F5 has been designed with one sole purpose: to be the fastest production car in the world.
I hope to inspire you and help you learn more about your favorite theme. Subscribe to my channel and let me know what you think.